Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. From the Twin Cities, welcome to beautiful downtown Minneapolis.
And action. Welcome, producers, to another episode on Universe. We got ECW right here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm your host, your commentator, and your friend of the morning, the evening, the afternoon, depending on where you reside upon, and the point of region that you're currently staying in. Giddy Paper 281 from FRJ Productions, and today we're going to go and start with a tag match. The ECW Tag Champions, David Mitchell and Jamal Watson, go up against Enzo Amore and Big Cass right here and right now. What up, Nick Silva and Piquier and Knight Rider? So, Piquier and Nick, how do you two feel about being selected to go into that six-man ladder match for SmackDown Live? Just want to get your opinions or your thoughts on that. What up, Knight Rider, again, by the way. My phone is acting up on you. Well, hopefully it fixes up, Toxic. And what's up, Charles, man? So, I mean, today should be an interesting event of shows. Especially with the main event tonight, you know. It should be a pretty decent one. Let's see. Gladiator Falcon, what's up, man? Hola, Charles, ¿cómo estás? So, everybody's speaking in Spanish today, and they chose not to speak in English, or at least two people in here. So yeah, that's interesting. And what do you call it? I was gonna say, Charles, I ended up started watching on my block last night too. I think I watched like half the season. Five. I think I'm on 6. Gotta watch it. I don't know.
Introducing first.
I didn't keep track.
Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 200.
What up, Phoenix? Did I like it? I was like,
ECW Tag Team Champion, the Boss, David Mitchell.
I would say that I was watching it at first. I'm like, yeah, you know, cliched. Like you with the you know, pretty much the same storylines you used to see from anywhere else. And then after I think episode 3, I was like, okay, this is it picked up. You know, at first I was like, I don't know what the big deal is, man. Like, what's all the fuss about? But when episode 3 came on, I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty good. Who is your favorite character? I don't have a favorite character. But I can say this though, whenever I watch the show, I want to see Jasmine in there because she's just hella funny. You know, the way she talks and the way she body motions while she talks is just hilarious to me. And I'm just like, you know, whenever she's in a scene, it's gonna be a laughing moment no matter what. And so I'm like, she's pretty much the definition of a damn you know, stereotype. But I find it very funny though, and I just end up laughing my ass off, man. She is weird, that's the thing. She's, again, like, she's one of the stereotypes, but I mean, they overdid it with her character a little bit, doing like having the asthma thing. I'm like, why did they add that for? You know, I think it was already fine. Like, it's a little overdoing it. But other than that, I mean, I find it like, okay, well, it's still entertaining. I just like don't really care for the asthma part a little bit. But anyways, I was like, you know what? It's still pretty good though. The character's funny as hell. And I don't know. Again, every time she's in a scene, I'll laugh. Let me see. The first time.
This right here, this is Big Cass. And he's
favorite is Jamal. Oh yeah.
Teach that. Hit him with it, son.
Well,
Bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing?
well, Jamal's okay. He kind of reminds me of like he's kind of like a poor man's he's like a poor man's Steve Urkel. Like, okay, well, you couldn't get, you know, the original actor, so this is the next best thing. A wimp, a skinny, kind of tall-ish figured wimp, who's more about like book smarts than anything physical, you know. So I'm like, okay, yes, poor man's Urkel. What's up, Colonel? So, they talk to you right now because you are currently you're one of the greatest Royal Rumble match winners, so therefore you get a championship match whenever, or not whenever you please, but pretty much any title match you want, whether it's on ECW, Monday Night Raw, or SmackDown Live at any pay-per-view of your choosing, all the way up until the next Royal Rumble of January. So just to let you know now, and yeah, you can choose any event at any given time and leave it at that. But yeah, Jamal's like, yeah, he's pretty funny. He has his moments and everything. I don't know, I know it's supposed to be like what majority of the time a comedy act. So the times when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, so you got everything that's pretty cool in there and all that, but when it gets to the gang stuff, I'm like, I don't know, I'm like, the person they had to play, what, Spooky is his name, I think? Yeah, the person they had to play Spooky, I'm like, that's the best you can do? Like, seriously, that guy is not intimidating whatsoever. I don't know how you're going to try to sell him as a big homie, or, for that matter, like, you know, a top alpha male. Like, I'm just like, that's the only thing I'm not to like fall for the belief in. Now, if they had someone like, because I mean, you can throw tattoos and a little eye drop on anybody, like come on now. But if you had someone like a little bit taller than him, because I mean, he looks like he looks like a skinny fatty, you know, like he's a skinny guy, but you can tell he has some like fat on him. But to me, if you were to try to sell the Spooky character, like to be the guy that everybody's afraid of, you could have got someone who's a little bit taller, perhaps, and then a little bit more bulky. Whether if that guy would have been a little bit more fat, but not fat like he's fat, no, like fat like, oh, that dude's pretty big, you know, he got some power in those punches. Maybe add the tattoos, whatever. But I mean, that guy that they showed, look, like he's your average. What do you call it? Muscle, if you will. Your average muscle man. Like, oh, we need to jump somebody. You need to come because, yeah, I mean, you three need to go. Spooky, yada yada yada, and you three, you're gonna go jump that guy. He is a muscle guy trying to play a big homie. You know, he's trying to play a big guy who's like a top dog. Like, oh, you better fear me, or I'm gonna make you fear me. Like, it's just not sellable to me. But I'm giving it a chance. So I'm trying to like all the good and just keep the bad separated. And like, you know what? Give it time. Let it play its role. Because you know what? Give it a chance. And so far I've been entertained because of the comedy side of things. The real side part of it still, like true and all that. Like, yeah, you get jumped in, yada yada yada. Like, that's pretty good to how they portray it. And I'm like, okay, I'm giving that side a chance, because they could have done better, but I'll give it a chance. Latrell is funny. He yelled at Monte Jamal Ruby and said, text time. Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm sorry to say, but that, if you see the way that guy looks, he should not be doing anybody no damn taxes. But because the main characters are Steve Urkel, and then you got, I don't even know what Rubin's supposed to be. Like, what is he supposed to be? I mean, he's just like he's a little guy that grew. He's like he's tiny. And then you got a loudmouth. Like, that's not going to do you any good. If anything, you're asking to get jumped every other week. Besides, if the main characters were realistic in different categories of the world, then this would have been way different. Oh, what the hell? And David accidentally just assaulted Jamal Watson, and Enzo fights back sufficiently like so. Oh, what the hell? No, Jamal. What? I'm freaking done now. Oh my god, all hell's breaking loose. Is this match going to continue? Oh, here we go. 2 and a kick out. I'm assuming Latrell is a guy that went to juvie and he rolled up on Caesar with a piece, with a 3-piece. No he said crispy no side, man. Extra crispy no side. Got a piece for you. But still, here's that thing with Latrell is like this. If you don't have him in any role of, well, in the position he's in, I mean, he's just another guy that's like, I don't even know how he's intimidating. Like, seriously, how is one dude any other guy that walks up to 3 other people that are real life casuals on the streets, I mean, he would have got jumped easily, because they would have been like, oh, you trying to tax? Oh, I didn't realize it was tax season. Hold on, here you go. Bam! You're gonna get a money piece right there. Bam! Next thing you know, you're getting jumped. And then the loudmouth, the bitch is jumping in. She gonna hammer fish you. She's gonna help. Trust me. But that's why I can't really believe in Latrell. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not really believable to me, because, like I said, any other day he tried to walk up to 3 casuals that are on the streets. I mean, he's getting jumped by all 3 of them. It's just a no contest. And it's like, I mean, now I feel like we're watching a little bit of Everybody Hates Chris, like, hey, dude from across the street, let me hold $1. That's what he pretty much did that point on. And I wouldn't be surprised if he kept doing that when he keeps seeing them. So now you got a lot. You got a lot of ripoffs from other shows. You got Urkel, you got his little Mexican friend, and a loudmouth, and then they're getting taxed by the little dude from across the street, or the big dude from across the street, from that matter. So yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of reused material, but it's entertaining though. So like I said, I'll watch it, and I will try to like the greater good than the bad parts of it. I mean, you can pick and choose, and so far I'm just like, you know what, stories get interesting. The Roller World thing, whatever the Jamal's journey is, I mean, I think that's where they go overboard with it too, because I don't know if they want to try to sell it as like, oh, our main mission is to get him out. But then this dude's walking around and doing easy journeys, man, like it's a Disney movie. Everything's falling in his lap. Like, okay, so how do you want to portray it, man? Are we gonna try to be a realistic storyline, or is it like want to be realistic, but at the same time, like, maybe not too much? So let's go ahead and do some unrealistic things there, and just have it be like, I don't know, whatever the hell they want to do. Did you watch the Deadpool movie yet? I did not. I watched the first Deadpool made, not the one with the X-Men in it, because I stopped watching X-Men a long time ago. But the first, Deadpool I watched, is that, I don't know, I didn't find it interesting like everybody else said, because to me, when the first Deadpool came out, the best parts of the movie were displayed in the trailer. So when the actual movie came out and I saw everything, I said, well, here's all the good parts, and then the rest is just boring storytelling. Like, I don't really care about any of that. And so the second Deadpool, I did not watch it yet, so I'm hoping that if I do watch it, which I don't really plan on doing yet, I mean, it's possible that somebody will probably invite me, hey, you want to go watch Deadpool 2, see what's up? I'll probably do it right then, but as of right now, I'm not really interested in seeing it, because I have a bad feeling that they may have made the same mistake twice for the Deadpool 2 trailer. Hopefully they did it, but I don't know. You saw the Deadpool movie, the new one. You didn't like it that much. See, now that's just giving me discouragement not to watch it. You know, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, not really a fan of Deadpool because I'm like, okay, his character's breaking the fourth wall, but isn't he supposed to? Because like from what I've read, he's supposed to break the fourth wall every once in a while. Not even once in a while, maybe 4 times in like a 2-hour time span. He did like every other 10, 15, 20 minutes. Like, man. Like, now you're overselling the character at this point. Yeah, pretty much. Like, man. Can't be doing that, bro. Like, I know a lot of other people like it, but, you know, that's them. For me, it's just not my taste. But I'm glad the people that actually like Deadpool and watch it because they find it to their best amusement. Good for them. Great for them, actually. There ain't no hate coming on over here. I just didn't enjoy it. That's all. It was all over the place. So probably like what the storyline, they try to tell like 2 or 3 different stories at the same time, switching on over, or are you still referring to the fourth wall breaks? Because I'm not really too sure what that comment meant. Here goes Jamal looking for the Dream Shock DDT, head first into the canvas. The match could be concluded here. Take it back. You can see David's been busted open. Oof. You know, that doesn't look really too good on him. And then we got a double team move coming underway. The suplex power slam. Perfection. Possible winning outcome here. It's over. David and Jamal get a win over Enzo and Cass. So let's see. Do you have anything in store or plan whatever for Money in the Bank? Let's see. Right now, I could say we got 3 World Championship matches, a Money in the Bank ladder match. So that's what, 4 matches. Then we got 3 other contests to take place, but we're not really too sure what we're gonna have yet because for one, I think we may have tag title matches and maybe a US title match, or I don't know. We're trying to figure that out a little bit still as we progress along the way. So as far as that goes, I'm not really too sure because like right now, all I can say is this. At the moment, the only thing that is planned are 3 world title matches, WWE, Universal Best of World, and the Money in the Bank ladder matches. That's the only thing planned right now. Nobody else has anything planned for the event. But that could change probably by when we get to the next episode of Raw, because after this episode, we're going to focus on NXT for a little bit and see what we got to do to everybody going forward, since, you know, we need some number 1 contenders for the NXT Championship and North American title. But that's about that. Let's see, up next we got a singles match, first of the night. It's going to be Luke Venge versus The Miz up next. Let's see, what else we got here? Does Jasmine have anything planned anytime soon? Yes, next SmackDown Live she's fighting for the Women's Championship. Since we're not going to have, at least I don't think we're going to have any women's title matches at Money in the Bank, so we'll have that on SmackDown Live. And then after we're done with the next week of showings, not the next week of showings, but like, you know, the next 5 shows after 205 Live, we got pay-per-views, which are Heatwave and pretty much Money in the Bank. What up, DJ? How you doing, man? And I gotta say that DJ, only one member of the New Nexus is in that, well, Money in the Bank ladder match, and that's Dark Magician. You know, Aaron Benson failed, and then the other 2, well, Derrick Rose, I mean, to my interest, wasn't really a guy that I felt deserved an opportunity more than the other 5 guys who had other 6 guys that I believe deserve a chance to really rise above. So that left him out, and then plus you've already been a world champion, and I've already made it clear that I want people who haven't been world champion in the ladder match for Money in the Bank. For my side of things, of course, Raw's a little different because they got AJ Styles and Mario in there, but besides the point.
Guys, what better way to start the night off
Dark
with this
Margin
one?
will be great again at the Money in the Bank. Well, I hope for your sake he does, because not too many opportunities like these come along too often. So you gotta pretty much literally grab the brass ring, which is the briefcase, because if that doesn't happen, then I mean, I don't really know what to say about him, because at this point everything has gone south and he's out of it. I mean, I don't really know what else to proclaim for him.
And his opponent, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
No shortage of confidence.
So here
in the
comes
Miz's
the
face tonight.
A-lister.
Actually, I think that's arrogance.
It's The Miz. You know what this guy has accomplished throughout his career. He's held numerous U.S., IC, tag team title reigns, and he's been a world champion. Like, damn, what else could this man possibly have done? Former WWE champion. This guy's a WWE Grand Slam champion, for crying out loud. He is a former Money in the Bank winner as well. Like, I mean, he's almost done everything that is under the sun, and he's not even that old. Like, he's got a lot to give still. Like, wow. But the only thing he gets criticized for is the last time you've been world champion was X amount of years ago. Sure, you've done all this, impressive, but that's the past. Lately, I don't really know, Miz. It's been a little interesting. Can he cash in at WrestleMania? Well, of course he can cash in at WrestleMania, DJ. The thing is, with that Money in the Bank briefcase... Okay, DJ, you need to understand the rules, okay? I'm gonna have a sit down with you. Okay, so DJ, when the winner of the Money in the Bank contract is crowned, they will have up to 1 year, that's pretty much the next year round of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, to cash it in on the champion of his choosing. Pretty much world champions, because no one's going to settle down for IC, TV, US, yada yada yada. Therefore, he can cash in at any time, at any place, at anywhere. So as far as the question goes, of course he can, because that falls under the rule statement of any time, any place, anywhere. The 3 A's. And yeah, that's all I can really say about that. Excuse me. Well, I'm looking to go for the WWE title, but I have to wait because Ross has a rematch. You do have to wait. You and Brutus both have to wait on that. Well, Brutus is already, what do you call it? But we'll probably give you an opportunity to go first, so you just gotta a little more matches. Not really a little bit more, but just a couple more matches, and then if we're impressed, if we're good, and we can say, you know what, it's time to have a number one contenders. Leave it at that. He's going to get a title, though.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Well, I'm pretty sure that if he did win the Money in the Bank ladder match and the contract, he would get a title. I mean, it's almost, and I do mean almost, guaranteed. Oh, what a super kick! And probably going to dethrone Y2J and IC title reigns. That's true. Jericho could, I believe he will definitely dethrone Jericho in title reigns. You're alive? I'm glad you're alive, man. I hope you stay alive, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Next SDL, me versus Brutus, or me and Brutus versus Nick and Ross. Well, I'll think on that. I'll sleep on that, and I'll let you know probably by the next episode of Raw. Question, answer, no. Could he go on a different brand and cash to title?
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good.
Well, the meaning of that, I'm assuming, DJ, is that you're saying if he were to get switched brands or traded or let's say released and he wanted to sign somewhere else, he takes the contract with him and he takes, well, that privilege alongside. So, yes, if he were to be on a different brand or yada yada, then of course he can cash in. Like, I don't see why you don't just leave the briefcase at one place and then say, okay, I'm going the other way, so I'm gonna just leave this here. I mean, it pretty much expires after a while, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, because you think having Brutus is a... Oh, that's it. Luke Venge with the win off the moonsault. That'll work. Actually, I want Brutus. Yeah, Brutus has beaten me, but I have beaten you. Me versus Brutus. Cool. And that's all they're gonna show is the moonsault? Really? Wow, and they so nice that you see it twice, but come on, man. How do you only show one replay twice?
Here's your winner, the Prodigy, Luke Venge.
Okay then, Luke Venge gets the W, a much needed one at that, over the Miz here on ECW. I mean, that's just amazing. That's exactly what you need to do. Great job, Luke. Great job. Very happy for you, man. And as he gets out the ring and celebrates in the back, we got ourselves a women's division matchup between the Empress of Tomorrow and the Queen of Hearts, Asuka versus Natalya Hart, up next. So, Michael Roberts would like to face Brutus in a one-on-one non-title match. Okay, I think that could probably be doable because if the current challenger for the championship fought him, then the champion should be the guy to fight him as well. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, I don't see what the problem is in that area. So, okay. We'll see if we can get that going along, Michael. But be careful what you wish for, because Brutus, he's tired of losing. And he said, you know what? I'm tired of losing because I should be actually, I am the greatest, but still, I should be far beyond anybody who wants to walk in front of me. So from here forward, you get in my way. Whoo, man, you ended up on the highway. I'm just gonna say that's it. He's gonna straight up destroy. Since Ross says he's tougher than me, we'll see.
Making
Alright.
her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
Boy, I can't think of a better way to kick off this night.
Oh, yeah.
Part of me hopes Saxon
Here
would've got lost
comes
on the way to the announce table.
Empress of
That
Tomorrow,
definitely
Asuka. You know,
would've made
she's
but
very
no such
accomplished on NXT and a little bit on ECW because, you know, she's been able to take out some big names.
luck. To say thank you
She's
to
been
everybody
women's
watching
champion of
live for spending
ECW
part of
once.
your Independence Day with us.
Wasn't that long, but still a very good accomplishment, if I do say so myself. Can Hades have a match next week? If not, Dark Magician.
A lot of reserve there. Very good job. That's Byron's job.
Well, probably, because I gotta get my guys ready for Money in the Bank, so we'll have to see who he'll have to fight, because, you know, we'll probably get that main event between Michael and Brutus, and everybody else. I'm like, we'll see what's up. Hell, maybe I might have Hades and Dark Magician team up, man. Kill two birds with one stone and say, bam, what's up? Let's get some people to fight them. Do you have NXT figured out? I do not. But I'm going to look at every single person on the NXT roster and say, these are the guys I feel and I'm comfortable with giving the opportunity to become #1 contenders and fight for NXT Championship Gold for the TakeOver event. And ever since I started choking out people, they tapped Ross and Chad. Yeah, that's true. What up, DJ? How you doing, man? And Natalya is ready for this big time match. She's got to prove to everybody why she needs that opportunity to fight for the ECW Women's Championship. So does Asuka, you know. So we'll see how that goes. And instantly, Natalya wasting no time. She's going toe-to-toe with Asuka. So, let's see, guys. We got 5 more shows. I mean, we got the regular listing of shows from Raw to 205 Live. After 205 Live, which is probably going to be tomorrow. And after we're done with the next listing of shows, we're gonna have the ECW exclusive pay-per-view known as Heatwave. And once we're done with that, then the next pay-per-view we'll have it. We won't do another, Raw and yada yada. We'll go straight to it. So after Heatwave, we will literally do Money in the Bank, possibly the next day, unless we have a really good Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You know who's tougher than you, Michael? The new superstar to SDL, me. Absolutely. I've seen the talent that is on SmackDown Live, and I do gotta say, we got some damn talent. And I mean, wow. We got a lot of top tier athletes. We got superstars that are above and beyond everywhere. And you know what? The superstar shakeup isn't too far around. I mean, it's something that we're not focused on, but we do have that in mind, because it's like, okay, SummerSlam is right there, so that's superstar shakeup time. But we're not going to worry about that now, because right at this very moment, Heatwave and Money in the Bank are the top priorities that are in mind. And I'm just like, man, you know what? Looking at this, and I'm like, whew, amazing, absolutely amazing. The lineup for Money in the Bank, I feel like, as of right now, should be good. Michael and Ross, Bruce and Jericho. I don't know for the best in the world yet, but Noah has a rematch clause, so that will probably be the case there with DKT again, and SmackDown Live just has to find somebody. So we got a little bit of work to do. Find a number one contender for the Best in the World Championship. Let's see. That's about it I can think of. Money in the Bank's taken care of. So after we're done with that, it's like, oh, okay, so now we want to focus on 2 more big events and then see what's up, man, because, with the firepower we got of raw talent, man, top tier athletes and things of that nature, we already know Raw and ECW are going to be knocking on. They're going to be going like this. Watch, listen, guys. They're going to be going like this. They're going to be going.
She's more durable than she looks, guys.
Hey, no. They're going to be knocking on that door. Hey, so we need some people from your brand. So what you want, what you need, what you got. I'm gonna straight up tell them, like, hey, check it out, homie. You want some of these guys? You have to pay for some of these guys. So what? You telling me what I got? What you got? Because I got what you want, but you need to have what I need or want. Because I can tell you, I pretty much got everything I need. So unless you got something that's a big package deal, kick rocks. And here we go. The discus clothesline, natty by nature, and a kick out. Besides, the Money in the Bank, I hope to climb that freaking fucking ladder and secure that briefcase in my hands. Absolutely. It's going to be tough because 5 other guys, 5 other superstars are going to be like, you know what, Nick? I respect you, okay? I mean, you've been through a historic journey from ECW, Raw, and SmackDown Live. You never accomplished the big one. I respect that, but we don't care about any of that. You climb that ladder, I dare you. I double dog dare you to climb that ladder, because as soon as you get to the top, I'm pushing your ass off. Because I'll be damned if you take that world championship, that almost guaranteed world championship opportunity away from me. I'll be damned if that happened. So it's going to be a tough match. That's the point I'm trying to get across. No, it's we are NXT, like it. So I can cash it in on a champion at my time. That is correct. You can cash it in on a champion anytime. Imagine this. Imagine if, like, let's say Michael Roberts or Brutus or, I don't know, Ross or Charles, perhaps. I mean, we got a lot of guys in the discussion. You can be like, you know what? I don't like you. So say goodbye to your title reign. It's gone. Here's the sharpshooter locked in. Asuka trying to hang on, stay alive. I don't know if she's going to be able to pull it off. She might tap out right here. She's way away from the ropes. Natalya breaks it up. She lets go of the hold. She could pin her. I think Asuka may have passed out from the pain. Referee just didn't call for the bell. I think that's the best strategy here, but she doesn't cash in on it. Nick, you're going to lose that match. There's a chance I will win. Yeah, it's about, I think it's like, what, a 15-16% chance that you win, but it's definitely possible. it's just going to be extremely difficult, so you know you got to be very cautious. Look at that! Ooh! And here we go, Asuka with the running hip attack. Maybe enough. And here we go. Locking her up, and now Natalya's in a submission hold. The Asuka lock. Trapped. She is trapped in there. She has no choice. She's going to have to tap out right here. I thought the sharpshooter was bad, but this is a whole different story with the submission victory. Asuka is your winner. Just like that? I mean, come on now. Natalya, how are you going to just give up like that? Like, come on now. Whatever. Asuka destroyed Natalya, making it look easy out there. But I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You just got to keep going on. Natalya, disappointed, man. Disappointed. You lost. You had a lot, and I do mean a lot of momentum. And next thing you know, this is what you're left with? Seriously? I'm disappointed. But Asuka, I mean, man, ever since leaving Raw, because she couldn't win over there, no matter what. Whoever she fought, she lost. Here, she turned it around, and it's been good. It's been really good. So, congratulations. I'm glad you improved quite a bit. Natalya, ever since she left SmackDown Live, she's been trash. But, not worrying about them no more because, you know, I got my own talent. I feel like we're the best talent. Semi-main event up next, Skull Crusher and Dolph Ziggler. So guys, at Heatwave, Skull Crusher is going to fight for the ECW Television Championship. Since ECW was pretty much in a tough position. They needed talent. They had practically no big name superstars. They needed Skull Crusher to stay, but he was like, you know what, I'm going to leave. You know what? No, hold on. I'll take it back. Y'all need me to stay, don't you? Alright. Give me what I'm getting. I'll be happy with that. But I'm going to need a guarantee. I need a ECW TV title match. No problem. So now, Skull Crusher, I hope you don't blow it. Because not too many people have had guaranteed title opportunities. Especially those who are actually on the same brand. I mean, that's just pretty rare. So I hope that you do end up pulling it off. I've been rooting for you to have a big comeback because ever since you lost the Best in World title match, lost the Best in World title because you had a storied career getting there, won the ECW title, and then it got taken away. Lost like 2 days later, and tied for the second shortest title reign of ECW's championship in history of WWE, alongside with Quest. And next thing you know, you eventually won the Best in World title. It was amazing, and then we're here. I will get my ads kicked. Thanks, I would like that.
Making his way to the ring from
Good to see. Hey.
weighing in at 205 pounds, the Crusher.
It's time for our first match tonight, guys, and it looks like we have quite the contest.
Skull Crusher is ready for this match, and rightfully so. He needs the win, to be honest. Well, he doesn't really need the win, but it would be good because in the TV title match, he's going to have a bit of momentum, because if he loses this one, I would say, you know what, if he gets a win before his title match, then you know what, he'll be good. But if he loses 2 straight weeks, I don't know if he'll walk out with the title, to be honest with you. It would be extremely hard to pull off. But I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a long shot.
From Hollywood, Florida, weighing
Excuse
in
me.
at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
We'll expect to see plenty of
And now we got the show off. They call him Dolph Ziggler. This guy, oh man, it makes me upset just thinking about it. Just think about it, guys, real quick, okay? I'm gonna make y'all feel sad now. This guy right here, at one point in his career, has been Intercontinental United States Tag Team Mr. Money in the Bank and World Heavyweight Champion. He's done all of that great man. He's done all those great accomplishments, and guess what? All of a sudden, he falls off the map ever since he lost that World Championship. I mean, he won the Intercontinental title once after, but then that was about it. It was back downhill for him, and I'm like, come on. Dolph, this is not the way to go, man. Like, seriously, this is ridiculous. And he struggled on SmackDown Live. He came to ECW, and guess what? Same results. I don't know what he needs to do, but everything he's been doing is completely wrong. It ain't working for him. It sucks. And like that, you can see, oh, look at this. Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, he might be losing pretty damn soon. Oh, he fought back. He's got a chance. There's a nice little face buster right off the canvas. And now Ziggler fights back, but how long does that last? Not too long. And here we go, he fights back. Ziggler, oh man, he messing up. Oh, wait a minute, he's got a chance. No, he doesn't, I take it back. Now he does not again. Here comes Dolph. Skull Crusher keeps trying to attempt that super kick. That's the 4th time he attempted it, and it failed back to back. Ooh, leaping DDT, that'll definitely work. Now you can see Skull Crusher is in a tough spot now. He needs to figure out a way to make sure Skull Crusher doesn't get a big move to connect, otherwise it's over here. And are you serious? Dolph, you're not stupid, man. Tell me you're not stupid. Did you really just give up a chance to put away Skull Crusher? You know he's getting ready for you. Oh! Yeah, it's not looking too good, man. Dolph is just messing up big time. What a takedown. And Skull Crusher looks to end it here with the super kick. Down he goes. That may be it. That his night may be done with. Oh, it's not. And Skull Crusher looks a little bit upset, like he can't believe that didn't win the match. Like, I'm not really too sure how he thought it was over there, but okay. But now he's looking to end it all now. Here it is. Ooh, nice 180 splash. Oh, he doesn't get him. And now Skull Crusher's in the... Oh, he's in a race. He's got to figure out what the hell just happened. Had 2 of my biggest moves, and Dolph said, "Get that out of my house." It ain't gonna happen like that, man. I don't care how good you are, how great you can be, but I'm gonna show you why I'm the show off. I'm just that damn good. Look at this. I'm gonna show you all the best moves I can. I'll even mess around a little bit just to make fun of you. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about right now. Damn. Let's see. Damn. Beautiful, beautiful. And now, as you can see again, Skull Crusher gets in the match, and it looks like this didn't go in his favor. Well then. The referee's at the count, so you know he's like, okay, you know what we gotta do. But I don't think they would care if this match ended by a count out or disqualification, because think about it. These guys are, man, they're not really fond of winning matches that aren't particularly a matter. The referee's, you know, pretty much making his count, making his case, like, okay, we're doing what we got to do. So, referee's at the count of 6. And again, I don't think they particularly care if this match ends in a count out. Skull Crusher just walking around like he already won the match. Okay, now he saves the day. I'm not really too sure why he did that, because again, this match isn't really a title match. There's nothing really too big on the line other than Skull Crusher trying to build momentum. But I guess he wants to try to find out the best way to enter a title match. But I don't think Dolph Ziggler is going to be the cause, but hell, do what you got to do, man. Try to make this as tough match as possible and get the winning outcome. But if you keep taking way too long, I mean, it ain't going to go in your favor, man. Look at it. You're ready to defend your championship even though you don't want it. And look at this. Oh! Ziggler went for a big time move and he got caught. Look at this. Skull Crusher literally crushing the skull of Dolph Ziggler, and he's passing out. This match is over with. Now, mind you this, he did not, and I do mean he did not tap out, but he passed out from the pure pain that was displayed to him by Skull Crusher, man, literally crushing the skull of Dolph Ziggler. And now look at this, Dolph. I mean, I'm surprised he even woke back up after that. How he even gained consciousness? He does accept a handshake. He offers and accepts a handshake, so that's good sportsmanship being displayed there. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So congratulations to those two. Oh man, got 2 stars. But anyways, let's go ahead and try to clear up that mess. Because up next, guys, we got ourselves a main event between Noah and the ECW champion himself, Jackson Sakamoto, up next. You ready to defend your title? Well, I hope so, man. I mean, this is going to be a tough championship match. Yeah, that's all I can really say about that. Let's see. Noah is the former best in world champion, so you know he's going to try to do his best to win a match here today because he's going up against ECW champion Jackson Sakamoto. And as far as Jackson's concerned, I mean, he just wants to kind of, well, he said he doesn't really want the ECW championship, but he has to defend it. I mean, how many times has anybody heard that? Seriously, how many times has anyone heard the words, I will defend my championship even though I don't want it? Seriously? Like, why? That makes 0 sense. Why you would not want to be a world champion in the profession that you're currently competing in. That's like saying, oh, I want to play for, I don't know, I want to play for, like, let's say the Saints, the New Orleans Saints. I want to play for the New Orleans Saints, okay? But I don't want to win the Super Bowl. That's like saying, you know what? I'm an Eagles fan, right? Or hell, I'm Carson Wentz. I'm Nick Foles. I'm a Super Bowl champion. I'm playing on the Philadelphia Eagles. We are the current champions. We have been the team to beat since this 2017, 18, 16, whatever. But I don't want to win the Super Bowl again. I mean, we'll get there. We'll defend our title that we won last year, but I don't want it. Really? That's like the Astros saying the same thing. We won the World Series. We want to go back, but we don't want to win. We just want to defend our title. Say we got there. We want to defend. What? Or the Warriors? Like, we want to go to the finals. We want to defend, but we don't want to win. We'll give it to the Cavs or Celtics, whoever make us there. I mean, why not? Come on, man. How do you not care about being a world champion? That's the first time. Again, that's the first time I've ever heard of that. Damn. Do you have a match? You did, Alex, and you ended up, well, you ended up winning it. I like this game. Someone ended up really fun. So yeah, you know, you and Dolph Ziggler had a match. It was an average match. You guys got awarded 2 stars, but you ended up winning though, so that was pretty good on your guys' behalf. Alex, did you hear about the update in F13? Nope.
Sounds to me, guys, like this crowd is ready to get this night started.
So here comes the ECW champion, and again, this guy said he doesn't want to be the world champion of ECW. Come on, man. How the hell? How can you say that with a straight face? Seriously. How?
And if you're the
just how?
Because this one is sure to be explosive.
Because I truly don't know. But we got to move forward anyway. Let's go ahead and get the referee in the ring. Let's go ahead and get. Okay, they're both. Yeah, they both ready to go. So all you gotta do, referee, you know what you gotta do. Just ring the damn bell. Let's get this over with. Because Jackson apparently doesn't want to be the world champion. He don't give a damn. He don't give a rat's ass. Why not? So, let's see. Ooh. This looks pretty interesting early on. Noah getting the advantage. Caused some brain damage, too. Like, man. It was ugly.
He can beat any
It was ugly.
on any given night, and I don't see why tonight.
Let's see what else we had. Oh, that was about it. Everybody else that had their matches previously, you know, the tag champs took a dub. Natalia lost to Asuka, so I was like, yeah, you got your dub, you know, that you wanted, that you needed, that you got. I got a big one. No, I didn't. I got the bonus. So. Let's see. I forgot the second match of the night for some reason. I don't know why I just did. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I just can't. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember. Damn. I can't believe I forgot the second match of the night. Was it? No.
Not the place you want to be.
Okay. Skull Crusher won. The Tag Champs won. Asuka won. Luke won as well. Yep, that was the one. Thank you very much. So that's pretty much it. And it's nice. The main event is right now. You know, Noah, he's going to Money in the Bank. He's going to fight for that Best in the World Championship. Get his rematch clause going. So that will be interesting to see how that goes for him. And then Jackson, he doesn't want to defend. He said he'll defend it, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't care if he loses. If he loses the ECW Championship, screw it. Why the hell not? He don't give a damn about the damn ECW Championship. Again, that's just impressive. Like, how can you not care? Seriously, I just want to know. Like, how do you say you don't care flat out? But still, I want to know, how do you not care about being a world champion? Like, come on, man. That really? There's no proper explanation to it. It's just, And now look at this, the death grip locked into Noah. This might be it, guys. The match could be concluded right now as we speak. He's hanging on for dear life. Oh man, it's over. This match is over, man. It's done. Jackson shows his dominance in another match here tonight on ECW 2. Woo-wee. And you know, even though I can't really respect the fact that he doesn't care about being the top guy of ECW, but I will say that he can win matches. He don't care. Pretty much. Well, that got a 3-star. That was better than the last one. But anyways, I could say that overall this was about an average ECW, a little bit below, but it was still good for standards. Let me see. I don't really have much else to say though. I mean, we already finished up what we had to do, what we wanted to do, got it done. So that's just pretty much it for now, guys. That's all I can really give. So anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I do hope you all enjoyed, because that's going to be it for now. And I'll see you all in the next one. But until the next one, have a great one. For now, cuts, and that's a wrap.